Alright folks, the deck is Shuffle Demon Hunter. The goal of the deck is to shuffle a bunch of soul fragments into our deck, eventually work our way towards Glide to complete progress on our quest line, and then eventually turn those soul fragments into random legendaries with the help of Elise Starseeker. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle.
Watch this!
Wonder if people are going to start playing Pillager Rogue now that Jack got rank 1 with it. Sorry, what? Disgusting.
I see.
I'm gonna give them the cost reduction because I'm just gonna glide afterwards anyway. I wonder if it's Reno Rogue. Yikes. A little bit of concern about that, but actually that top deck solves it. Yeah! I think it is Reno Rogue. I want to get the Elise down, but I also want to glide their reduced cost hand away. Oh, it's Galakron. Okay. Now I want to glide even more. I'll get the Elise back eventually, right? I believe. I don't think it's good enough to get rid of those. They don't, like, progress the quest line.
I will be your death.
Evil draws close.
Go ahead and kill that. I'll trade this.
Pleasure doing business.
Nice.
If power is what you seek, knowledge is
Find another glide.
They will never catch me.
Unfortunate. Guess I just have to get the Curtis in hand. They can't play the Galakron next turn anyway, so might have a turn to get there, but I won't be able to play the cards as I like. Or I won't be able to play the Glide, fortunately.
My quest, my revenge,
I know a soul when I smell it.
Yep. Maybe that can help me find the Glide next turn, because I still have a lot of cards in hand. And we get to negate some of the zero cost cards if they have another 7-drop. What do we think it is? They won't be able to play a Lackey this turn with the Togwaggle. Is it Mutanus maybe in hand? But I'm just gonna look real hard for the Glide right now. I've got this, even this as card draw.
swains.
Oh.
Pleasure doing business. Pleasure doing business.
They will never catch me.
Beautiful. This can potentially turn off their Reno.
Time grows short.
I know it so.
Unleashing fury!
Should have gotten the Elise down. Alright, next turn it is. I just go here, here, and shuffle essentially 3 maps into my deck.
You are too late. His return is nigh.
Oh. There's 5 to the board, so at least the Curtis survives. No.
Do you have the artifact?
You hit Legend with this deck, I'm uninstalling Hearthstone. Didn't it give you hope if I hit Legend with a deck as absurd as this?
I see.
Pleasure doing business.
I want to get the
We'll just have a little
Bronx out of their hand if I can. Unlucky.
I see. Time grows short.
pleasure doing business.
Unleashing fury!
Double monkey.
You look like you
They're going to play the Kronks again, so this gives me some board resilience to be able to strike back into it. I'm also shuffling 4 additional cards into my deck. Isn't bad. 5. Thank you.
You are too late. His return is nigh.
Mm-hmm.
You look
Zoop.
like you love a good deal.
Okay. This is gonna go, like, I'm gonna have minions at 6, though.
I'm slashing prices. Charged and ready to rumble.
This also has the potential to pull something.
Attack again.
May have been worth playing. Like, I played the that in the wrong order, I think, because I could have shuffled some more soul fragments, and it was net neutral. Like, I wouldn't have been able to play an 8-drop, but I would have gotten one more, potentially one more legendary in my deck. And wait, you're just dead though. Whiff? Okay. I mean, they could theoretically kill this, but. Yeah. Ooh. Well, good thing that Angora belongs to the Titans, right? Maybe not. God. Dragon? Say one more legendary in hand is worth it over one more in deck. Well, yeah, but like I wouldn't have lost one in hand because the card replaces itself. It was a conversation of one more mana versus. There's just like no downside other than I wouldn't be able to play an 8-drop.
Out of the kitchen and into the frying pan. Bubble, bubble.
Confine yourself to linear thinking.
Head the place for the dragon.
Waves.
Tog was off the Elekk? Yeah, but like when I shuffled the Tog, it was at 0 mana, so it would have come down in a very concerning way.
Behold the armies of Stormwind. Unity, precision.
What? Merc, thank you for the 11 months. That was outrageous. Now I just need to draw a dragon to finish the ridiculousness with the,
We are friends now.
Oh, we're friends now. I don't know how they get out of this. That Varian was disgusting.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Broom? Oh my god, what a ridiculous game.
This ends now.
Want to find Glide? Probably even more important than the Jailer. Just find the Glide, get it outcasted.
None will survive.
And hope they mess up with the Tavish. Well,
Job's done.
we've got some elephants. That's a terrible draw.
Vengeance is mine.
Should I concede now or too late? Like the problem with this hand is that these cost so much that even if I top deck a Glide, unless I top deck it exactly the turn that I need it, like it doesn't do anything because I'm not going to be able to outcast it. Like I might just have to rip a Glide on turn 4 to reset this hand, even if it's not outcast. I shouldn't have played this one, because it shuffles bad cards into my deck that aren't Glide. Yeah, that was a mistake. Got one unnecessary card in my deck now. I considered just tempoing out the Mystic because I do like the idea of drawing a card off of the Luckysoul, but I also like the idea of adding more healing in my deck in the form of Soul Fragments. Really like the idea of them using the coin here. Yeah, that's a bummer. Alright. Screw up their Luckysoul. Next turn we go here and here, and we are not drawing very many cards, are we? not a snipe.
I know a soul when I smell it.
Yeah, that could help me find a glide. Or even a skull would be nice for next turn, I suppose. Oh. Okay, hero powering that leads me to believe it's not explosive.
The nose knows.
That's right.
Do you have the artifact?
Vengeance is mine.
Need them not to have double ones next turn. Okay, another one. Another spell, please. That does damage. That's not it. That is? Okay, I need to find a glide now. It's glide or bust. I guess Stelina could work as well. But it's not guaranteed, it's just most of the time this works.
We'll just have a little peek.
Get wrecked.
They will never catch me.
Alright. Still got a ways to go because I think they could eventually draw it, but sure. And I don't have any card draw myself. Well, that seems like it was done in the wrong order.
A blunder.
Wow. That was not good. They had a lot more resources they could have gotten there.
They will never catch me.
Okay. Like, I'm just desperate for card draw at this point, and I've kind of shuffled a fair number of bad cards into my deck. So I kind of, like, I don't want to, I don't know if I can play a glide if I hit one off the top. Seems like they valued denying you the lock and load too much. Is that what that play was? Yeah, like, I would say that that was not worth it all. And then they had the other piece of the rapid fire in hand, so why not get more resources off of the lock and load themselves? It's just kind of a bizarre play, IMO.
Important job gets special bomb.
Fine. Okay. Let's find the Curtis.
Gotta go.
Enderlock, thank you for the prime. Wait, I don't even have the Curtis yet. That's embarrassing.
Vengeance is mine.
Okay, I wasn't sure how that was gonna go. I think I need to complete the quest next turn. Oh,
Pleasure doing business.
let's do it. God. That Tavish is buried in there somewhere. Okay. I don't mind the healing right now. I also wouldn't mind additional healing off of this. Even though it could break some of the skull, and also prevents me from playing the Curtis this turn, I just, like... I feel like I need the healing in case they do hit the... Fortunately, that doesn't work the way I want it to. Yeah, just hold this for next turn. At this stage, even if they top deck the Tavish, it's like they have 2 cards in hand. So every time they use a spell off the top, I feel like that limits their like overall damage. I do not want to play that. At least not in the outcast slot.
My quest, my revenge, it all ends here.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah. If I just play this one. I'm out of Elekks. You can just lead with a glide next turn. Oh my god, I love this so much. Opponent just absolutely mauling right now. Let's trade first. Wait, does that make sense? No, I think I just want to glide first. I could kill my, I don't think I want the Soul Shear back. I would rather find the map. There we go.
I see. Not many cards left. Time grows short. Not many cards left.
Pleasure doing business.
Wait, do I have 1 card in my deck and it's a 4-drop? Kettle Joe, thank you for the 14 months. This deals with the Baku. This wasn't active, right? Because that's outrageous.
I am out of cards.
Yep. Alright.
I'm looking for a few good mercenaries.
Divine Shield copy. It just dies, right? But it protects another minion from getting hero powered. Emmet value. Draw seemed fine, yeah. Jeez. 1 damage off legal. Yeah, you do.
Victory or death. This ends now.
I think this is probably worth keeping just as a hope to get either Selena or Glide into their Rokara. Rats are good against non-questline combo decks, at least. Which one? Because generally, that is not necessarily the case. A lot of combo decks have redundancy right now. Okay, no Brigand at least. Good hits for me. Alignment Druid, Ignite Mage if you get lucky. I don't think you counter Ignite Mage with rats. They just have too many minions and they're too fast. Pillager, maybe. But even then they have a lot of minions that just eat it. And alignment can set up a situation where like they just kill you same turn. So I don't think that I don't think rat is good disruption right now. Pretty good Mystic, and their board's gone, so. Unfortunately, the Yankar just like refills their hand. I'm not quite out of this yet. Oh, that's my face. Sure. Oh, okay. It's a little bit more sense, I suppose. Although, yeah, it's the same thing. Actually, not a bad draw here. But I do want to kill that. Or I could just get quest progress. Probably more worthwhile. Need to hope that's not a 1-mana pirate. Wait. That's the Rokara in hand. And now I need to Desperation play for Glide. This works too.
We'll just have a little peek.
No. Oh god. Oh god. The other card isn't it's also kind of scary. That's a bummer for them. Alright, just need to find the Shardshatter. Got a second one, and that could stabilize. Oh! I think I want to hold this for next turn so that I can guarantee quest progress. Trade first? Why would I trade here?
Grab your cutlass. Let's buckle swash.
Nice. Needed some healing, so take that. That's a good draw. I'm just gonna play this out so that I can draw into it. I do not want to play this outcasted. But I will play it here. Get the Curtis in hand. Cool. We're still a Rokara top deck away from just like being in a pretty uncomfortable spot, but we're certainly doing all right here. Yeah, that adds more resources for the monkey. I do have another Spectral Sight in there. Go here.
My quest, my revenge, it all ends here.
I just want to shuffle as many soul fragments as I can.
I know a soul when I smell it.
Yes, I do.
I see.
Yeah. That's up for next turn.
Get back. Soul for soul.
Next turn I can go here and then glide. Here, here, glide. This doesn't actually draw anything, does it? No! I wasn't done with you! Thank you to legendary patrons Brian Quinn, Fizzle Jizzix, Gian Rusi, HS Battlefly, Jeffrey Pierce, Justice Crater, Korback, Noggleshire, Saint Arthur, Shadow1 TV, Sognisman, and Vanfix.